After 4 years of collaboration, Swiss and Greek archaeologists have discovered a beautiful temple of Artemis, excavating a temple in the temple of Artemis Amarynthos on the Greek island of Euboea. Its history goes back to the 7th century BC. It was larger than first thought, measuring 34 meters, 111.5 feet, 100 feet in the ancient Greek system of measurement, the best measurement ever found, among other souvenirs of that time. The temple has some surprises for archaeologists, as its floor plan is apsic, an apse with a circular dome at one end, which is rare for this period. As in previous years, recent excavations have uncovered many artifacts, tools, weapons, jewelry, and more. It contains an Egyptian-style ivory head, which was initially unknown and later recovered after many tests. After years of observation, the data collected can now be used. An international team of experts was involved, including archaeologists, experts in the microscopic analysis of excavation sites. The site shows evidence of fire, indicating that part of the 100-foot-tall temple was destroyed in the second half of the 6th century BC. The building survived the mud brick walls for a short time before it was completely replaced by a new construction at the turn of the century. An inspection of the moat has recently uncovered, including buildings dating back to the 9th or 8th century BC, bronze animal statues, and a terracotta bullhead from the Bronze Age. Although the exploration of this ancient site is still in its infancy, these discoveries confirm the roots of the cult of Artemis at Amarynthos, going back to ancient times. In the traditional practice of animal sacrifice, the ceremony takes place when a designated animal is brought to the altar. Once at the altar, the animal is sacrificed as a religious offering. After the sacrifice, the body is slaughtered, and parts such as the intestines, bones, and other inedible parts are burned. This act of burning represents a part of the deity, which represents the sanctity of the offering. The remains of the animal can be used in public feasts or shared with the congregation according to the cultural and religious practices associated with the sacrifice. The reserve at the foot of the mountain has been inhabited since the Bronze Age and shows beautiful city walls from the 3rd millennium BC, probably part of a defense system. The presence of Amarynthos in the Mycenaean period is supported by the records of the Mycenaean palace. Remains of the past of Amarynthos can be found throughout the development of the reserve, adding to the story of the ancient Homeric warrior. There is a general study in the area of Amarynthos in order to understand how the protected areas fit into the ancient landscape. Artemis is the Greek goddess of the hunt, wilderness, childbirth, livestock, healing, sudden death, animals, lakes, springs, virginity, maidens, and archery. She is one of the 12 Olympian goddesses, a young woman holding a bow and arrow surrounded by deer or other wild animals. Artemis was born on the Greek island of Delos to Zeus and Leto. He has a twin brother named Apollo. She is known for her independence and love for nature and animals. Artemis is also associated with childbirth and is often referred to as the guardian of girls. Artemis is a complex figure in Greek mythology, and her story has been told and retold for centuries. One of the most famous stories about Artemis is the story of the hunter Actaeon, who saw Artemis while bathing in a river. Enraged, Artemis turned Actaeon into a stag, and Actaeon was killed by his own dogs.